Alright guys, this video is for my wife's car. It's '04 Acura TL. Love these little cars. I had an '04 Acura TL also. Got rid of it. Mainly because it was a manual and I was working in LA. And it was a pain in the butt. Anyway, what we got here is I contacted him, Acura Audio Garage. Anyway, wouldn't really say him, but it is him. You can check him out just on YouTube, Acura Audio Garage. Anyway, Google, Facebook, MMC Audio. So there's a phone number, Monday through Friday. There's some support, some email, some YouTube videos. YouTube you can go to. Anyway, this is the kit I bought. Comes with the radio. It's a Boss Elite. It is the BE7ACP, 340 watts. And his kit that he had for Black Friday was this whole kit. I think it was $400 total. That was including $20 shipping, so it was like $370 or something, then shipping. So it all started off searching for this harness. This is what it boiled down to. I looked up the harness and an install kit for a dual DIN radio. So this is the dual DIN kit that he includes. 95-7815B. You can go on his videos and you can watch all his videos. He goes through it all. But this is what I was talking about. He's got everything labeled. He's got everything wired in. This, I believe that's the steering wheel control wiring. It's got all the USBs or RCAs, right rear, subwoofer, front left, front right, right rear, rear left. Anyway, switch, whatever, switch input. Anyway, it's all plug and play with basically the harness that he builds. So that harness alone, I believe, is $150. And I was going to buy this harness alone, like I said, but he was doing for Black Friday, if you order the kit, get a sticker too, obviously. You order the kit, you get a free backup camera with the vehicle specific backup camera lens. So he goes in the video, shows somehow it goes in there. So it goes up. Oh man, I have to open the trunk. But anyway, this will snap in there, sealed. Then you get a backup camera. One thing that's kind of cool about this radio is it's got a front camera input also. So if you wanted to get another camera, you can connect it. So that's the rear camera, front camera. So then microphone. But yeah, it comes with this whole wiring harness for, I believe it's for the rear camera. I mean, because it says behind license plate surface. So anyway, you get that harness to run through to the trunk. You can either mount it yourself with double-side tape, double-side sticky tape, or this little bracket, which don't think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna try his little light deal, and then you can do or you can do the license plate. This goes obviously behind the license plate. I see some people when I'm driving or checking out cars or whatever, they'll mount it like right there. But that's not how this is designed. This is designed to go behind the license plate. And feels pretty sturdy. This little piece right here doesn't seem like it's going to bend, but you can move it, flex it, bend it to a different angle if you'd like. And it looks like you would have those two screws, and kind of hard to screw it in. You'd almost have to bend this bracket to get those screws to screw in. But anyway, yeah, so about the whole kit. So like I said, everything, so the radio, the wire harness, and the whatever that thing's called, install kit, and the steering wheel, I believe by itself is it was $3.99 without the Black Friday. So since it was Black Friday, he includes all this he did include it all for free. But I just dropped a bunch of stuff. So yeah, basically I'm gonna have to watch his videos. The radio does come open, the stereo radio, whatever, the dual DIN, it does come open, unsealed from him because he has to build the harness. So if you get this and think that it's a used unit, I don't think it's a used unit. It's just open because he obviously has to build this harness. You know, because this harness right there plugs into the back of the stereo. So where he connects it looks like is right here in the middle. And these are your wiring harnesses that you would have to buy if you were doing the install yourself. And it looks like those wires are pinned in by him, I'm assuming. And looks like some other stuff has been done to the harness, so that's good. Reason why I went with him to buy from him. And yeah, and it comes with, so it looks like this right here connects into that. So obviously this box is open. Maybe that doesn't connect into there. Maybe it does. But anyway, yeah, so maybe this harness is just extra. But anyway, so yeah, it looks, everything should be plug and play. This is the head unit you get. SD card. It's pretty light for what it is. I'm assuming this whole back piece is a heat sink. Back here, and it's got all the RCAs, the antenna. It's got two USBs. Right here, Apple CarPlay, Apple Car and Android CarPlay, or whatever you want to call it. And then this is just USB charging. So he did include a USB-C. I think that's what that is. I don't know. I have Apple. The wife and me have Apple stuff, so that's the Apple. That's what it'll be plugged into, and then a microphone. I'll have to put this big old weird. I don't like these microphones because they're big and ugly. But anyway, so I'm gonna watch his video, watch how to install, and I would suggest you guys go watch his videos if you're gonna be doing this. But for the most part, you just take everything off, all this apart. I already took it apart once, and I installed a what did I install in this thing? This USB auxiliary phone thingy. that's it. That's in there. I did install it all in the back. And the wife had an iPad in here, iPod, I think is what it's called. And this was the company. And this thing just went to junk. The RCAs on the back kept just unplugging by themselves. I crimped them and electrical taped them and all kinds of other junk, and just would never work. So this is what my wife's been using, is a cassette deal with a whatever this is, auxiliary, with a Apple dongle thingy. So she's asleep. She's taking a nap because she works hard doing her little business. So this is supposed to be a surprise for her, so I'm trying to get it done. Hopefully I can get this done pretty quick. However, I don't think I will. She's probably going to come out here, wonder what I'm doing, and find out. So anyway, let me get it all tore apart. Basically, you just take one of those panel thingies. Right here. Let me grab it. Oh, jeez. You just take one of these things. I was at Harbor Freight today. I should have bought a better set. But anyway, you take this all apart. I don't have a video, but her stuff wasn't working. Her gauge, outside temperature, and all the other stuff, time and everything, that wasn't working, and I resoldered it all, and now it works great. It's been working for 2 years. So anyway, you just want to be really careful with this, because it's some sort of metal, I think, and I think it can bend. Anyway, yeah, let me take all this off. It's pretty easy to get to the radio, to get behind here. It's just getting all these plastic things off of here without breaking anything. So I need 2 hands. I guess I'll be back once I get all this off, get everything off, get this exposed, and we'll go from there. Don't need to show it. You can watch his video. He shows a lot more, and that's what I would suggest, because he's the professional. I am just the now, no pro. Anyway, I'll be back once I get it all off. Okay, guys, kind of a mess. But anyway, you take off those 2 screws right there, which are the gold-colored screws. You gotta take off 3 screws on this piece. You got 1, 2, and 3. It says that you gotta take the glove box off in order to access, I believe it's that screw and that screw, but I didn't. Anyway, so now I gotta figure out. Oh, there we go. So, I'm finding myself. Anyway, helps to have a little magnetic light. But it looks like, if I remember right, maybe not. This was the harness for the other thing that I bought, vehicle specific. So yeah, so I'm deleting that junk, and basically gonna go back to stock. I'm just looking at stuff in here, seeing what I'm missing. Clips. So we'll find out where that goes. I'm pretty sure that goes into one of those. But anyway, throw that in there. I gotta disconnect this. This was the I believe satellite radio right there. So our XM radio, I believe that's what it keyed into. So that goes with that pile right there. And then just going to connect all these bad boys. And then wire in this microphone. Don't know where, possibly either somewhere here or somewhere over here. I don't know yet. And I have to wire in this reverse light. Plug these two in. I'll probably do the same thing. I'll probably have them coming out the little compartment. And then I got the radio basically already in here. You have to remove the metal brackets. Take the metal brackets off. Install these plastic brackets. And then this is what you're left with. Kind of a big line on the bottom of the radio. Kind of a gap, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Maybe that's for airflow. Looks like it's got diffusers on there. So when you're going fast, air flows out. But yeah. Anyway, let me get this thing all stabbed in there, figure out this wiring, see if I actually have to do any wiring or not. And I will let you guys know. You do, I believe you do lose this center speaker, which is okay because it's like 1 watt or something. And doesn't really do anything. So with this, when you do an aftermarket radio, you do lose that center channel, I believe. So, all right, guys, let me throw this in. Let me figure out all the wiring. I'll let you know if I ran into anything difficult. If I did, I'll let you know. We will be back. You guys got it all installed. That's the camera. Tucked in. Tucked up in there pretty nice. So, obviously, it's the next day. Everything installed. The only thing was to do the backup camera. There was 2 wires off the harness, so usually you would tie the red wire in to the purple wire, and then that would be your reverse. So, and then you would tie the wire back into the back into your reverse light. So with his option, you can do camera always on, which is what I did, because the wire harness that it comes with has 2 wires, has a green wire and a red wire. So the red wire would go to camera power instead of the purple wire, which would be just backup camera, basically a signal from the reverse lights. The trigger wire that will go to the back, so when the reverse lights come on, it pops on and sends power to this purple wire. Anyway, so it didn't do the purple wire to red wire, so I did the green wire to the purple wire. So this way, and then the green wire went to the reverse lights. So reverse lights, when they come on, it goes to the green, to the purple, and sends a signal. But the red wire got tied into a reverse whatever backup camera. Anyway, if you buy one of the kits from the guy, anyway, that's how it works. So here's the startup of it. So the only issue I'm having
coming up for you here this hour at
is when the car is running.
Oscar from Anaheim, $1,000 was spun on
Watching video. Oh, okay, it goes away.
So,
watching when the engine's running, I'm getting a humming noise in the back. So I don't know what that means, but Oh, that must be my wife's phone. It's already connected to her phone, so pretty quick. Anyway, so pretty cool little thing. And then I have the wire harnesses or USBs. Got the USB charging one is in here, and the it's in the little compartment, or this compartment here. So there's the USB-C, and then obviously the Apple Play and CarPlay one. So I'm gonna plug my phone in. Okay, well, that kicked me out. Anyway, plug my phone in, and we have basically my phone to an extent. So maps, GPS, whatever. Which I use Google Maps all the time, so she can use bright. It's really not that bright as it's showing. Anyway, guess you can't scroll. Maybe not. I don't even know how you go back. Let's search. Let's go to Corona, New Mexico. Corona, New Mexico. See how far I gotta go. Right there, 12 hours. With severe weather warning. Great. So, yeah, it looks like it. Either way, there's weather.
Starting route to Corona.
Corona.
Head east on East Avenue V12.
Avenue V12, eh? And, I don't know how to exit that. Here, en route. Anyway, works pretty good, I would think. It sounds pretty good. Let's go to my Spotify. Let's listen to some. Okay, well, whatever. I can't really do much. So, anyway, that's the Apple Play, or whatever you want to call it. Installation went pretty good. It was pretty easy. The only issue I had is I had to watch his videos about, I don't know, 6 times to try to figure out the wiring for the backup camera, which I still didn't get because he was running 2 wires separate all the way to the trunk, and I guess they're older videos, so they weren't part of that kit. So yeah, so they weren't part of the kit that he was installing on his video, so he was running 2 separate wires. But the kit that I got came with the wires like inside the harness for it. So actually we can go to the camera. So that's the camera. I mean, it's all right. It'll work. And it still works in reverse, so it still has a trigger. So you can still back up the car, reverse, and it'll still come on. I did want to do a delay in the camera because like when you shift from park to drive, it goes to camera. So we're gonna go do a delay. Let's do I'll do a 2-second delay. But anyway, that's pretty much it. It's got a lot of settings, got a lot of audio features. I just got to try to figure out this, whatchamacallit, the buzzing in the back. I did contact him, and he responded really quick. I told him, hey, when the car's off, I get nothing. It works fine. When the car's on, I get a humming noise in the back. So he wants me to try to unplug all the RCAs in the back and rev the engine. He said to see if the noise is there. If the noise is there when I rev the engine, that means the amp is probably going bad. And he says that if it doesn't do that, then the head unit itself, we might need to change out the head unit, and I'd have to do all this all over again, which to me it seems like it might be the subwoofer or the amp, because in my old Acura I had to change all the capacitors because this speaker would whine. It would... So hopefully it's not the head unit. Hopefully it's the amp, because then I can just buy all the capacitors, solder them all in, and yeah, go from there. But make sure when you guys do this, there's a cigarette lighter in here, and there's a little light. So make sure you plug that back in, because I didn't. I stuck everything back together and forgot those two, and then stuck it all back together, and then forgot to plug these two in. So I had to take it back apart again, and it looks like I'm going to be taking it apart again. So anyway, yeah, that's it. It's a cheap radio. I mean, it's not a high-end radio. But, you know, we're not going to any competitions or anything. It's just to listen to the radio. Just a little bit. So, alright guys, that's all I got for this. I'm going to go drive my truck around for another 100 and something miles to try to get some readiness codes to set. So, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. And I will update you guys on what the outcome is with this. I won't do it on this video because I might not do it till next week. Alright, later.